Okay, question 8. So we have a situation where we have a horse tied to this point P with a rope, and he's able, this is his rope here, so he's able to walk along like this, and he's also able to just walk in along here, because imagine this is a rope, a horse on the rope, he can move along here, over here. So this is obviously a triangle. This is a sector of a circle. It says the length of the arc DE is 28 meters. So this here is 28. Part A, he says write down an expression for or the radius in terms of theta. Okay, so we have this, let's just look at the sector here. This angle is theta, and the radius is or. The thing is the length of the arc is 28. We know the formula L equals or theta. This is straight from the formula booklet. The length of an arc is or times theta. So the length of an arc, which is 28, equals or times theta. And he says write an expression for or in terms of theta. So I want or, make or the subject if you like, which is 28 divided by theta, because I divide both sides by theta. Okay, that's it. That's part A, fairly straightforward. Part B, show that the area of the field that the horse can reach is this. Okay, so the total area, let me just put this here, guys, if you don't mind, so I can start B up here. Okay, so the total area that the horse can reach, as I said before, it's this whole sector and this triangle, because think of it, look, if this is a horse on this route, this rope, he can walk anywhere in here. He can walk anywhere here because he doesn't have the rope doesn't have to be extended or anything, so he can walk anywhere in here, but he can't go further than this, because the rope, that would make the rope go further. And he can't go past these lines because these are fences. These lines are fences, so he can't go past there. He can reach this point A because or the length of the rope is the radius. So it's essentially going to be the length, the total area that the horse can reach is the area of the sector plus the area of the triangle. So I'm just going to write that first. I'm going to write area total equals area sector plus area triangle, like that. Okay, and this is, well, let's call it area T for this. The area of the sector is a half. It is a half or squared theta. And the area of the triangle is, okay, so if this angle is theta, guys, this angle here is pi minus theta, or 180 minus theta. You can use, well, let's stick with radians, but I mean, if you use degrees here, it wouldn't be a big problem. So the area of the triangle is a half or squared sine of pi minus theta. Now it's this because it's the area of a triangle formula is a half a times b times sine of c, so it's or times sine of this. So that is the area of a triangle formula, also in your formula booklet. So this is area of a sector formula in your formula booklet, area of a triangle formula in your formula booklet. Now he wants it in this, he wants the answer to look like this. Well, how do we do that? Well, obviously there's no or in this. This is just in terms of theta. And in part A, we wrote or in terms of theta. So I'm just going to change this or into, I'm going to change this or into theta. So I have a half, or instead of or, I'm going to put 28 over theta. So it's 28 over theta squared times theta. Just be careful, 28 over theta squared times theta, a half or squared theta, plus a half or squared 28 over theta squared times sine of pi minus theta. Now, remember guys, from your well, your knowledge of sine functions and the cast diagram and the unit circle and all that, the sine of theta, the sine of pi minus theta is the same as the sine of theta. If you want to think of it, guys, as our unit circle cast diagram, CAST, the sine was the y coordinate. So the y coordinate here of theta is equal to the y coordinate of here, which would be this angle here, which is pi minus theta. So this is actually equal to sine of theta. Now we're nearly there. I need to do 28 squared. 28 squared is 784. So it's a half times 784 over theta squared, because I have to square the top and the bottom, times theta, plus a half, same thing, 784 over theta squared times sine theta. Nearly finished. What is half of 784? Well, it's 392, which I want here. So this is 392 over theta squared, and that's in this is 392 over theta squared, and this is 392 over theta squared. So I'm taking out as a common factor 392 over theta squared. What's left here? A theta, and what's left here? A sine of theta. I'm going to write QED, which is just to say that I have shown what they wanted me to show. Okay, that's part A and B. I'll do C in the next video.